There's a really important UK party leadership contest happening right now, and you may not even have heard about it. No, it's not for one of the main parties, and no, the next leader of this party will not be seen as a legitimate candidate for Prime Minister. But that doesn't mean it's not important. And quite frankly, unless something dramatic happens over the next few months and a prominent party leader stands down, I'm looking at you, Kemi Badenoch, this will probably be the most important UK party leadership contest of 2025. And it is, of course, the Green Party of England and Wales that's due to elect a new leader. Or leaders. In this video, I'll give you everything you need to know about this contest. Consider it your one-stop shop for the Green Party of England and Wales. First, I'll give you the history of the party and explain why this contest is happening right now. Then I'll outline the rules of the contest and how it operates, and then I'll introduce you to the candidates. Sound good? Brilliant. Let's get into it. And we'll start with the history. In 1972, the first iteration of the Green Party was founded as People by a group of largely political novices, alongside one former Conservative councillor. It began as an environmentalist degrowth party, but over the years it became co-opted by eco-socialists and moved substantially to the left. People eventually became the Ecology Party before eventually again becoming the Green Party in 1985. In 1990, the Green Party's various branches rather peacefully split into three different parties: the Scottish Greens, the Green Party of Northern Ireland, and the Green Party of England and Wales. Throughout the 1990s, the party began performing relatively well in local elections, and in '99 they had their first national election breakthrough at the European Parliament elections. Their first member of the House of Commons was elected in 2010, when then party leader Caroline Lucas was elected for the Brighton Pavilion constituency. She continued to serve in the Commons until 2024, when she did not stand again. In the same election, however, the party had their far and away best election results when they won a whopping 4 seats. In 2021, in a special leadership contest, the party had gotten new leaders in the form of co-leaders Carla Denyer and Adrian Ramsay, who were both elected in the Commons in last year's election. Earlier this year, Denyer announced she was not standing for leader again this year because she wanted to focus on her role as an MP. Which takes us to the contest. The Green Party of England and Wales is one of those parties that makes leadership contests a bit more complicated than is perhaps necessary. The party automatically runs leadership elections every 2 years unless a leader stands down before a normal contest year, as was the case in 2021 when, in a special election, the two current leaders were elected. They were re-elected in 2022, and there was a contest that was due in 2024, but this was postponed to this year due to the general election. There are 2 ways to stand for leader of the Green Party, either as an individual or as a 2-person ticket. For 2-person tickets, the 2 candidates must not have the same gender. At the same time as the leadership contest, there's another deputy leadership contest that runs in tandem. And if one individual is elected party leader, 2 deputy leaders will be selected. While if it's a 2-person ticket that's elected leader, only 1 deputy leader will be elected. The leadership winner is chosen by alternative vote, sometimes referred to as ranked choice voting. And of course, the people who are voting on the leadership contest are members of the party. Simple? Not really, I know, but let's just pretend we all understand so we can move on to the candidates. There are 2 tickets running in this contest. There's the co-leadership ticket of Adrian Ramsay and Ramsay Chowns, and the individual ticket of Zack Polanski. It should be said I reached out to both campaigns in the hopes of getting interviews, but I guess my channel's not big enough quite yet to warrant a response. Whatever, I'm not upset. Well, let's first consider Ramsay and Chowns. Adrian Ramsay and Ramsay Chowns are both elected MPs. Ramsay represents Waveney Valley in the east of England, and Chowns represents North Herefordshire in the West Midlands. Ramsay is currently the co-leader after being elected alongside Carla Denyer in the special contest in 2021. He is hoping to be re-elected now with a new co-leadership candidate. Before he became co-leader and MP, Ramsay was a councillor on the Norwich City Council. He was deputy party leader for 2 terms, and he has experience working in both the private and the third sector. Chowns has served as a councillor on Herefordshire Council, as member of the European Parliament, and also has experience working in the third sector as well as being a lecturer. Their ticket is one of continuation. Obviously so, I mean, half of the ticket is already leader of the party. They're running as a continuation ticket really in 2 ways. The first is that both Ramsay and Chowns are MPs, and part of the case that they've set out is that the party would be best managed from the Commons rather than have a leader outside the MP group. This because it will allow the party to be more visible in the media, or so they argue. They've also been very positive about the election result of last year and argue that the best way to continue the success is by staying the course. In this, they highlight words like credibility and experience. The other way that they are hoping to be a continuation candidate is on policy. Last year, both of them won in relatively conservative-leaning seats. So they've emphasized the importance of winning over former Conservatives, and Ramsay has also made a splash within the party for not being particularly supportive of transgenderism. Ramsay's also taken headlines for working with Conservatives in opposing the building of electrical pylons in his constituency, something that could have supported the green energy transition. And this has opened him up to criticism of NIMBYism, the not-in-my-backyard view on any new development. Altogether, their campaign has felt a bit stale. Ramsay and Chowns don't come across all that exciting, and I'd argue that it was really Carla Denyer who had been the exciting of the two current co-leaders. So now let's turn to Zack Polanski. Now, Zack Polanski is a member of the London Assembly and the current deputy leader of the Green Party. Polanski stood in a couple of contests for the Liberal Democrats in the 2010s before he came over to join the Green Party. His campaign has very much angled itself as a populist grassroots campaign. Polanski has argued that it would be positive to have a leader outside of the Commons. The idea would be that this would give MPs more time to focus on being MPs and would allow the leader to take on more of an active role in the grassroots and in terms of campaigning. He's also tried to position himself a bit to the left of Ramsay and Chowns, especially on foreign policy, where he has very openly criticised the UK's membership of NATO. Polanski has also pulled the Corbyn trick of encouraging non-members to join the party to help him get elected. The New Statesman reported an 8% surge by the start of this month, and it'll probably be much more today. And Polanski has been killing it on social media. A new video posted just a couple of days ago is taking X by storm.
A man recently said he wanted to stand on a beach like this one with a gun and shoot the people coming across on small boats. Said it like he was just talking about the weather. The worst bit, I wasn't even that shocked.
And with that, let's start to wrap up. Ballots open on the 1st of August and close on the 30th. The result will be announced on the 2nd of September. As a smaller party of somewhere in the high 60,000 to low 70,000s in terms of members, it's always unpredictable what will happen. But it seems Polanski has become a bit of a favourite, and if he wins, it may be a very, very different, much more populist party that emerges. Will this supercharge the electoral performance, or will this lead to a collapse in the progress that they made last year? Well, there's no way of knowing, and time will tell. And with that, thank you so much for watching. If you're a Green Party member or a supporter, I'd be really interested to hear what you think of the candidates and the contest in general. So please do leave any thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.